Hello everyone, welcome to IMLabs. I am Somdattu and today I am going to tell you about PHP filters for form validation. So let's get started. So first of all, let's understand why do we need filters for our form validation. So let's take an example. In an HTML form, if you enter a invalid email address, then after submitting that invalid data, then it will lead to some security problems and then it will break your web page. So by using PHP filters, you can be sure that your application gets the correct input. So that's the reason why we need PHP filters. So now let's have a look at what is basically PHP filters are. So PHP filters are used to validate and sanitize external input. So PHP filter extension has many functions for checking user input and is designed in such a way that it validates data very easily. Okay, so there are basically two ways to for filtering data. So first one is validating data and second one is sanitizing data. So validating data is basically it validates the data. That is, it checks that the data is in proper format or not. And sanitizing data is that it will remove any illegal character that is used in the data. Okay, cool. Now let's do some hands-on with PHP filters. Okay, so first let's open your file manager and go to the C drive, then XAMPP, then the htdocs folder. Okay, so before doing this, you must have to install XAMPP first of all. Okay, cool. Now in htdocs, here you have to create a folder. So I have already created one form. Okay, now open this with your favorite code editor. So I'm opening this in VS Code. Okay, cool. Now here, let's create a file named index.php and let's do some code here. Okay, cool. So first, let's create a form. And give this a action method of post and action means after submitting this form where this page goes to. Okay, so here you can write index.php file, but I am writing here writing some PHP code. Okay, so echo dollar underscore server of PHP server. Okay, and then close this PHP tag. Okay, cool. So what this code basically does, so this will echo out the current directory or the current URL path where the current page where the basically the PHP page is shown. Okay, means this index.php file. This will return here index.php file. This current page is index.php file. Okay, that's it. So after submitting this form, the page will redirect to this page. Okay, so now in here inside this write input element of type text and don't forget to write the name here. So I'm writing the name as data. Here I'm writing the button, type button, or you can also write here directly button element. Okay, button of type submit and right here submit. Okay, cool. So this is basically the form. Okay, now here am writing the PHP code. So for opening greater than, less than sign, then question mark, then after that PHP. Okay, and close this tag with question mark and greater than sign. Okay, cool. So now here I'm writing the my PHP code. Okay, so basically first filter which I'm going to use here is the filter has value. Okay, so what this filter does, so wait, first of all let's open this with the Apache server. So open XAMPP, so start this Apache. Okay, now click on the admin. Cool, now here localhost/home. Okay, so as you can see here, this is the input element and this is the submit button. Okay, cool. Now what you have to do here, so now I'm going to filter out this text. Okay, input element text. So this is basically the email. Okay, so for that let's write your label as email. Wait, cut this and paste it after that. Okay, cool. Now refresh this page. Yes, nice. So as you can see, this is the email. Then after submitting this button, then it will. So as you can see, the forgotten because nothing happens till now. Okay, cool. So one thing, yes, something goes wrong here. So here I've mistakenly added some space here. There must not be any space. Okay, cool. Now refresh this page, and if I submit this, so you can see that this will redirect to this index.php file. Okay, cool. Now let's validate this email address. Okay, so let's write here if filter. So filter has var. So what does this filter has var function does? So this basically checks that the input data is present or not. So for this case, let's check this filter as var and right here input post. Okay, means you have to write here the input type, then after that or int any int type. Okay, and after that you have to write the string variable name, that is the input name. For my case here it will be data. Okay, so space data. Cool. So I'm writing this input post because I'm using the method post type. If you write here get, then you have to write here also get. Okay, cool. Now let's check this. So this would be must be in string. Now let's here write if the input post has the data value, then echo data from. Okay, and if this is not the case, else then write echo data not found. Okay, and break. So as you can see here that the after writing this, if I refresh this page, okay, here it shows data found because the input name data is present in the form HTML form. So if I change this to DTA and save this file, then if I refresh this page, so as you can see here that the data not found because TTA input name is not present in the form. Okay, that's it. So one validation done. So this is basically for the if the data is present or not, for checking that. Now second one is the filter input, filter underscore input. So it basically takes three parameters. So first one is the input type. So as you can see here, the input type, then the string variable name, that is basically the input name. Okay, and third one is the filter type, that is it takes the may take filter validate or filter sentence. Okay, which type of the validation we want. So first of all, copy this and paste this here and comment this out. Now here, let's check this one too. If filter input, and here write the input underscore post, and after that write the name data, input name data, and after that write here the type of validation we want. So here we want the validation as email, because this is email address, so we want the validation of email. So write here filter underscore validate underscore email. Okay, cool. Now here echo out email is verified, email is valid. Okay, and write here the break statement, break element. Now else if the email is not verified, then echo out email is not valid, not valid. Okay, now refresh this page. So here is it is shown that the email is not valid because here nothing is present in the input element, and data found because you understand why, because the data is already present in the input element. That's why input name as. So if I write here my name Subham and submit this, you can see that the email is not valid. And if I write here subham@gmail.com, then if I submit this, then you can see that the email is valid and data is also found. Okay, clear? So it will validate in terms of the email. Okay, so this is basically the filter input. Now let's have a look at the third one, which is filter var. Okay, so what is that? Filter underscore var. So what this basically does, so it basically checks that the this is basically used to both the validate and sanitize data. Means it filters a variable within a specified filter. So it takes three variable. It takes two variable. First one is the variable which I want to validate. Okay, and second parameter is the filter validation type or the filter sanitization type. Okay, so as I have already told you that the difference between validate and sanitize is that it checks that the data is in proper format or not, and it helps to remove the illegal character from the data. Okay, so that's it. So here let's write this also. So first of all, copy this, Control C, Control V, and now here instead of writing here filter input, let's write here filter var. Okay, then we don't need this one. Okay, and so now here I'm going to use both the validate and the sanitize function. Okay, so first of all, after writing this, the filter first of all erase this out. Okay, keep this simple. This one too. Now here write take a variable name email and take the, so now here take the variable name as email and write here $_post and write here the data. Okay, means the input name. So this basically takes this one. Again take this variable, means update the email variable as filter underscore var function and write here the email variable, and I want to sanitize this email address. Okay, so for that I have to write here filter underscore sanitize email, and after that echo this out. Okay, after that here write if then here write filter as var sorry, and now I want to I'm already sanitized the data, so let's check this first of all, then I will do the next part. Okay, so first comment this out. Okay, cool. Now refresh this page. Okay, some error, uncaught error, filter sanitize email. Okay, yeah, spelling mistake actually. Filter. Okay, sanitize email. Now it will work. Yes, nice. So suvam@gmail.com, because I have written that previously. So let's write here suvam //@gmail.com. Submit this. So here you can see that the same data got printed here. suvam@gmail.com, because these special characters got removed. So these are the illegal characters. That's why it removes these out. So it is really helpful, right? So this is basically what sanitize does. Now let's validate this. Okay, so after sanitizing the data, okay, if the email is still valid or not, so filter underscore var and write here the email. So here instead of filter sanitize, write here filter validate. Filter validate email. Okay, filter validate email, and now if this is valid, then echo email is valid. Okay, and also break this, and else the right email is not valid. Okay, cool. So now let's check this out. Okay, so here first I am sanitizing the data, that is email, and after that I am validating this. Okay, so refresh this page. Okay, so right here sp@gmail.com. Okay, so these are the illegal characters. Cool, but one thing, this is not echoing. This is cool. Okay, sanitizing this. Let me check this. So basically the wrong which happens here, that my actually exam server stopped actually. That's why it shows some error here. Okay, nothing shown here. Okay, so now let's have a look at. So now let's refresh this page. Okay, so as you can see here that I have written previously GGF, so which is not a valid email, right? So that's why it's written here email is not valid. So now let's say GGG at the rate gm // dot dot com. Okay. So what do you think? Is a right email or wrong? So let's have a look. So first of all, let's convert this input string to this one gg@gm.com. Why this happens? Because due to this filter operation. Okay. So means sanitization. So basically, this sanitize the email. Okay. This which is not related to the email, that is illegal character, got removed. Okay. And after removing this, so the result which comes here is that this one. Okay. gg@gm.com, and then this echo this out. Okay. And after that, it checks that the email which is written here is valid or not. Okay. So this seems that is valid because at the rate and dot both are used here. That's why it is a valid email. So that's why email is valid shown here. Okay. Cool. So that's the basic form validation with PHP filters. Okay. So there are also many more functions. If you read the PHP documentation, you can have a look at those. Okay. So that's it for today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe this video. Thank you.